Yo guys, how's it going? Today I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to get the quality that I get when I record, and basically the steps that you have to take to get that quality. Now, a quick disclaimer: this doesn't apply to people who can't, get as much FPS as I can or don't have computers as good as mine, because these settings probably won't work for you. Um, so basically, I'm just gonna show you what you have to do to correct that and what quality you can get without, having a great computer like mine. You can still get good quality, but you're gonna have to adjust some stuff, which I'll show you. But first, we want to know our Fortnite resolution, which basically I play in stretched when I want to do better in Fortnite. I'm sure a lot of people do, but it looks much better when it's actually native, because Fortnite is supposed to be made for native. Like, a lot of stuff is stretched and pixely when you play in stretched, which I play in 1600 by 1080. So yeah, these are my these are my settings, which are for native. I don't really change them for stretched, but just, these are the settings I record on. View distance epic, shadows off, this off, epic low. Now these are good settings for if you want to, perform high, get high FPS at the same time, because you can, see the players and structures far away, as well as see things all around you with perfect, texturing, and not have a risk of it getting like pixelated and stuff. And then this stuff, just if you have this on high or epic or medium or whatever, it'll definitely kill your FPS. This too, and this too. So yeah, just keep these off or low. And I know a lot of you said that I might be recording with motion blur on. I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but I'm assuming it is. I don't use motion blur in game, but I'll show you how to make it look like you have motion blur in game without using RSMB or this. So yeah, number one is Fortnite resolution. Now number two is the in-game sensitivity. These are my X and Y. They're both 0.04, but they were 0.04 rather, but I got used to 0.03 because Epic actually changed something with the sensitivity, and it automatically changed to 0.03. But it felt the same. Like, it didn't feel like there was more movement one way than the other, so I just kept it there. And yeah, that's basically what I've been using. So if you want to copy these down, you're fine, but I suggest just copying it down and using 0.04 for both of them. Another sensitivity one is my DPI via Razer Synapse. Now you can, I use the Razer mouse, obviously, as you can see. And this is the DPI I use. A lot of you probably think this is really high sensitivity. I consider it low sensitivity, honestly. I also have a lot of mousepad space because I have a big mousepad. It's in the description, by the way. And yeah, but the polling rate is 1000, DPI is 1800. Obviously no acceleration because that's trash. So yeah. Number three is going to be your recording settings, obviously. So for video, I use OBS, by the way, if you couldn't already tell. Video is going to be your two resolutions at native, so 1920 by 1080. I don't downscale. I used to, but that makes the quality terrible. Right now I'm showing you guys the settings I used in my latest video so that you can get that quality, obviously. So yeah, just have these, copy these, make sure this is fractional. I'm not sure if this does anything. If you start to lag, maybe put this on the other setting, which is for performance. But yeah, I record in 240 FPS. And if you do have a bad PC, I just thought I'd mention that you can downscale and it'll be less heavy on your CPU, and you could probably record. So I would suggest either 1600 by 900 or putting it at 1280 by 720, and that will make you be able to record. And you know, make it not choppy. You can also change this number right here. But I suggest keeping it above 120, just, you know, so that it can look nice, or keeping it at 120, you know. And the output is gonna be simple. This is for streaming. You know, if you want to go stream settings and just copy these, but this is recording. This is important. This is like the bit rate in OBS. It just doesn't show it. So yeah, this is like the max bit rate for the resolution, I think. Not too sure, but that should be it. So which is fine, because if you did big, like higher bit rate for the resolution, it wouldn't do anything because it's 1080 anyways, so it wouldn't really change. Recording format is MP4. Encoder, this is your GPU. If you recorded with your CPU, I mean encoded with your CPU, which is basically the same thing, it would actually make your FPS like very low compared to if you were to record with NVENC. So yeah, CPU would be X264. This is NVENC. Use this. Don't use CPU, no matter what, because it just kills your FPS. So yeah, that's number 3. Number 4, you probably guessed it. It's render settings. So basically, this is what you get when you click render as on the drop down menu when you have your file in the Sony Vegas. Okay, so I use Sony Vegas. Start things off, I use Sony Vegas. Totally bought it, didn't just get it for free somehow. Yeah. So look for MP4. It will probably say AVC or AAC, and this is the custom template that I made, which I'll show you in a second. But first, you're gonna want to change your project properties. This is how you get the blur, which is resample mode. You want this on smart resample, and then just basically copy down every other setting. Make sure this is this is this. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, so for render settings, I don't know, I just closed that and opened it again. You're gonna want to make sure it's on this 1440p on YouTube, frame rate 60, 24mm bit rate, which is the highest bit rate for 1440 that you can get without, you know, wasting space, because you don't want to waste space on your computer. I actually don't know what this does. I'm probably gonna look at this later. I think this is just bit rate stuff. Not too sure, but make sure you copy that. It's called high quality for your preset for NVENC, which is what you're gonna use. And yeah, that's basically it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so for YouTube, it has like this algorithm, which is it's different for 1080p versus 1440p. 1080p actually has like a fixed bit rate, which can't go any higher than that. So if you record in 4K and then downscale to 1080p, it would look the same as if you were recording in 1080p and then posting it there. It would look exactly the same. So yeah, you know, just put it on 1440p, which is resizing it. It doesn't look different from the 1080p that you see in your file that gets rendered. It's just YouTube just, like, you know, cuts it down a little bit. So this will help reduce the distortion that you see on the screen when you look at 1080p, because if you notice around the crosshair especially, you can see distortion with pixels and, you know, discoloration and stuff like that. And that's only because the video is in 1080p. And if you want the best quality, I suggest using 1440p, because that's like a compromise between being able to watch a video without lag on YouTube and, you know, having good quality. So just use 1440p and you should be fine. Just copy down these settings. Of course, if you have a good computer, that is. This actually doesn't matter. This doesn't matter if you have a good computer or not. You can have a bad computer and still do this. So yeah, that's basically it for the settings. You know, if you have any questions, make sure to join my Discord or just ask in the comments. there are usually so many comments that I can't answer them all, which I feel bad. So just join my Discord. It's in the description, as well as all my other settings, like specifics and stuff like that. Yeah, if you join my Discord, you can either talk to me. I'm always in there, like no matter what. Or you can talk to one of my admins, or just people that are in there that know the answer to your question. So yeah, just ask them or whatever. And join my Discord. I said it like 3 times. Like the video, obviously, and subscribe, because we're making huge progress with the subscriptions, having like under like 100 subs 3 weeks ago, which is insane. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. Keeps me going. You get content like this all the time with smooth videos and stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later. Peace.